Hi, this is Chris Converse and this is Ask Mogo. So our question comes from Stacy from Michigan, and she wants to know how to center a div inside of a web page. So let's start off by opening up a Dreamweaver HTML document that has a div inside of it. So what might seem apparent is to use the text alignment fields inside of the properties panel, which won't work because these actually work on text, not on objects such as divs. Those of you who are a little more HTML savvy might want to try something like going to the div itself and setting an alignment. Saying align equals center. But then you'll notice when you click away and look at the preview, what this actually does is center the contents inside of the div. The answer to this actually lies in CSS. So let's come out here and take off the align equals center. Now notice that this particular div has a class named container, and over here in the CSS panel we have a class named container. So what we're going to do instead is double click the container class, and what we need to do is we need to set the margin properties for this particular div in order to get the object to center in the web page. So inside of Dreamweaver, let's click on the box settings and let's come over to the margins. So over here in the margins, if I were to select, let's say 50 pixels and say same for all and click apply, you'll see that the div will actually move in the page 50 pixels from all sides. So what we want to do here is turn off the same for all. Let's set a top margin of about 20 pixels, which means this div will float down 20 pixels from the top of the page. And now the trick here is that we need to set the right and left alignments set to auto. And we're going to have to type this in. So we'll type in auto for right, bottom will leave nothing, and we'll type auto for left as well, and then click apply. Choose OK. Let's come back out to Dreamweaver, click on the design panel. So now we'll see that we have a div that actually floats in the center of the window regardless of how wide we open it. Let's come down to the file menu, choose preview in browser, and take a look in the browser and see that as we open and close our browser, we have a div now floating in the middle. So again, the key is setting the right and left alignments to auto, which tells the web browser to set the auto amount from that object to the right and leftmost areas of the window. So again, this is a little different than setting a centering tag or setting the center alignment attribute inside of a div, but this is how we actually float objects inside of HTML.